Hey, I am going to try to go pretty fast. I was talking to the kids earlier, and I was like, I'm getting ready to cook, and I'm going to video, and they're like, why are you videoing it? And anyways, I was just telling them I've been going live, and Christian was like, well, why are you only doing dinner? Why don't you do breakfast? And I said, oh, okay, that sounds good. So it might seem weird to you that I'm coming to you after dinner, but it's because I try to do breakfast things the night before to make life easier the next day. My kids typically help with breakfast, and I kind of rotate the three oldest like day by day to be the helper. So this is super easy. It's my favorite, super cheap, and it's my favorite way to cook steel cut oats. So basically you just bring the pot to a boil. This is going to be 2 dry cups worth, and all you do is put it in the pot, and then you let it boil for only 1 minute, and then you actually turn the fire off and you cover the pot, and then in the morning it's like magically cooked. And so obviously it's no longer hot. So in the morning what I typically do, will have one of the kids add in some milk or almond milk because we have a dairy allergy over here. Add in, and I'm going to turn my timer for just 1 minute if I can. Disregard, my stove is always messy because I'm literally always cooking. But yeah, it'll just cook for a minute. I'll turn the fire off. I'll put a lid on it, and tomorrow it'll be 100% ready. The other thing I'm doing really fast is I'm making a type of banana bread. But again, I have gluten allergies in my house, and I hate cooking gluten-free. Like with all the extra stuff, all the weird flours and the xanthan gum and all these weird things. So I came across that you can make oat flour in your blender with just regular oats, just regular old-fashioned oats. And so that is what I'm going to do, and it's amazing. Watch this. It is that simple. It is my favorite thing ever because it's way cheaper. Like, I feel like regular gluten-free stuff is typically really expensive. At least I think so. Beyond what I would want to spend on a normal basis. Hey Renata, I want to listen to some of your worship songs. I haven't got a chance to watch it. I'm going to have to go find your page after this and listen to you leading worship. I didn't even know you play guitar. That's pretty awesome. Hey Nellie, I was just talking to you. Nellie is my neighbor, pretty close by, and she was like, if you ever need anything, I think I'll need to go to the store soon. I was like, actually, I only have 1 onion left, which is like the worst. Okay, so for this, there's my, that was all I put was oats. It had baking soda, salt, and then I only add like 1/8 of a cup of sugar. It really doesn't need that much. And then the next fun thing is you can do the next portion also in the blender. So it's like almost totally oh, it is. I mean, I have to stir it in a bowl, but it's pretty much all a blender meal. I don't have to dirty a bunch of dishes. So this is 3 ripe bananas, which are my very last bananas also, Nelly. And 2 eggs. And it's going to be, I'm not going to measure this because I'm terrible. But it's supposed to be like 1/4 a cup of maple syrup. But my 1/4 of a cup is in the dishwasher. So Nellie also knows that struggle. She came to my house to bake a while back, and I literally had like 1 of everything. And I was like, I'm sorry. Guillermo had loaded the dishwasher, and it still had like an hour left. And I was like, thankfully, I had asked her to bring her own measuring cups. Okay, so I am also just going to blend this up real quick. And I'm going to come back over here. I'm going to pour it in my bowl. This, even like if I'm not videoing, this typically takes me only about 5 minutes to throw it all the way together and get all the way in the oven. So it's super duper easy. And the good thing is you can do kind of your own thing. I like to put walnuts in it, but I don't have a lot of walnuts left. So tonight I'm going to do cranberries and chocolate chips. That is always a favorite of mine. So I'm almost done stirring it up. My husband is watching. Hi. Hi, babe. Hey, Brooke, Bree, and Erica, and Penny, and Brianna. It's good to see, quote unquote, see all of you. Okay, and again, I'm not really measuring here, okay? Guillermo says yes, chocolate chips. All right, tell me when, babe. Tell me how many. He would just dump the whole thing in there. But we're not going to do that. We're not going to dump all of it in there. There is a screaming baby in the background, which is why all my recipes are super fast, because I don't always have a lot of time to just like take my time. Guillermo says, keep going, even though the baby's crying. All right, another thing, I don't know, this doesn't have to be like a quarantine thing, but it could be. If you have or are about to run out of cooking, like cooking spray, the spray oil, don't worry about it. I haven't used spray oil in like 4 or 5 years. If you care, it does have some things in it that are not the best health-wise. Even just the propellant that shoots it out. So it's really easy. This is a massive thing of coconut oil from Costco, and I just get a paper towel and I fold it up a couple times, and I just get myself a little dab of coconut and I just rub it around in my pan. That way I'm not spraying unhealthy oil and ruining my super healthy. Like, why go through all the trouble of making a super healthy, bread and then put like toxic fake oil into there with my spray? So I just choose not to do that, and it's one less thing I have to buy. I'm putting my lid over here on my oats. So basically that's it. I'm gonna pour it into this wonderful pan for you to see. Dun, da, da. I'm gonna get it. It's all oiled up. This is all stirred up. And then I like to get a little fancy just because you can. Like if I were doing walnuts, I would have mixed them in and then I also sprinkle them on top. But since I'm not doing walnuts, what I'm gonna go do is I'm gonna get a little tiny scoop. Just a little tiny scoop of oats, and I'm just gonna kind of sprinkle them on here just to give it like that nice look. And of course, Guillermo will not mind at all. I'm gonna top it with a couple extra chocolate chips, and I'm just gonna kind of drop them in there. Doop, doop, doop. And then I'm going to cook this for about 35 minutes at 350, and it'll be a delicious loaf of gluten-free, dairy-free. My chocolate chips are dairy-free, but that's because I have a dairy-free guy in my house. But very delicious and very inexpensive way to make gluten-free, dairy-free banana bread. So if you have any bananas going bad on your counter, then here you go. If you want the actual recipe, I'll try to post it, but I have it written right here. It's on an index card. But anyways, it is really yummy. In about 30 minutes, my house is gonna smell amazing, but all the kids are gonna have to wait till tomorrow. So now I have breakfast ready for 2 days in a row, and I was only on here for how many ever minutes. May. Yeah, look at this girl. She's me, what, goo? She wants to lick the spoon. Sit down though, sit. Good. Okay, so yeah, I'm just trying to say, bread's going in the oven, and these oats will be ready in the morning with absolutely no effort. So anyways, hope that was helpful. And this was all because of Christian, my oldest son, who told me I should do a breakfast video. So there you go. Breakfast videos for all.